It has been a while since I have done one of these videos, so I thought I would put together a little something for you just in case you're wondering how the two of us can work together. And I really feel if we are meant to work together, I will somehow pop up on your social media. You will have no idea how this happened. It will simply happen. And you'll be like, where has this person been all my life? And then we will connect and we will end up working together. And I know this because I would say 99% of the client work that I have been doing, it has happened in this way. I hear this from almost every single person. Like, I wasn't even looking for you. You just showed up. And I was like, okay, this is the next step. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been searching for. So I think that's like the first piece of the puzzle. If I've mysteriously appeared on your social media and you're starting to think like, okay, who is this girl? I like her. I feel like I would have a good connection to her. We would work collaboratively together. Like, how did this even happen? You'll have to excuse my dog. He's barking outside of my door, but he's just going to have to wait until I'm done, because we're on a roll here. So let's keep moving. There's a couple of ways that we can work together. Obviously, you know me. I am a licensed therapist in the province of Ontario. So I work exclusively with women that identify as empaths or hypersensitive or highly sensitive, if you will. Any of these terms, whatever suits you. I work exclusively, as I said, with women, and I do that really intentionally because that is where my zone of genius is. I have stood in the position that you are standing in now. I have been there. I have done the work, and it's just there's a real knack and a real understanding and camaraderie between myself and women specifically, and that's why I said that's what I'm going to do. That's who I'm going to work with, and I keep it pretty tight that way. That way too, I don't get overwhelmed with too many clients, so I can't serve in the way that I want to serve. So if you are in the province of Ontario, we can work together in a therapist client capacity, meaning I will, because I'm licensed, if you have benefits for social work, that's the umbrella I fall under, you can actually supplement some of your investment in working together through your benefits. But that is exclusive to the province of Ontario. And again, even under this umbrella of working together as a client and a therapist, there's a couple of avenues we can take. The first avenue is single sessions, meaning it's a little bit more one-off. So you've got a particular challenge or something specific that you're working on right now, and you need somebody like a third party to kind of get in there and help you sort through it and gain new perspectives. There's that capacity. This is also really good for people that like they're not dealing with a whole heck of a lot. They're just looking for somebody that can really listen to them so they can offload some of these thoughts and we can work through some of the patterns together. But you're not necessarily looking for somebody long term. So that's sort of what the single sessions are for. I can do them in 1 hour or I can do them in 75 minutes, depending on what your needs are. Another way we can work together is through my actual program, The Journey to Worthiness. This is a little bit more of an intensive. So we'll be working together for approximately 3 months. We'll be in consistent communication. You and I will be talking all the time. And if you had seen some of my posts a little while ago, this is where I take you through 4 really unique phases, and it's a real journey, and it's filled with ups and downs. But again, this is a little bit more intensive, and this is really good for someone that knows things have to change, but there's a lot of obstacles standing in the way. There's a lot of really, old traumas that need to be sifted through. There's, a lot of time spent not knowing who you are, wondering what's going on, wondering who you are outside of your labels, mom, partner, colleague, employee, all of these things. And there's a sense of like feeling very lost. Like, I don't know where to turn to next. And there's got to be more to life than this. That's how you know that the journey to worthiness is better suited for you, because you're looking for something more long-term. You're really looking to dive deep and dig in. And that's what the purpose of the journey to worthiness is. So those are those 2 streams. Now, if you are outside of the province of Ontario and you're like, this is who I want to work with, but I don't live in Ontario. I live in the US, or I live in BC, or I live somewhere entirely different than Ontario. That is when I offer similar services, but under the guise of intuitive empowerment coach, not guys, under the term intuitive empowerment coach. It's very similar to that of working together as a therapist and client. The only difference is there isn't the added benefit of having benefits in place. That's really the only difference. So it would be a personal investment by yourself, but that doesn't mean that we can't sort it out, we can't work it out, and we can't work together one-on-one. So It really, again, is going to depend on what your needs are. But the beautiful part about doing your work with me is that I do offer a 30-minute consultation call so that we can hop on. Let's talk about it. I'm a big believer that it's just going to make sense. Once, like if you've been thinking about it, you kind of jump on the call and you know almost right away, like, yeah, this is for me, or no, this isn't for me. And no matter what the case is, if it's for you or if it's not for you, it doesn't really matter, because we will have had the pleasure of connecting with one another, and you're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't worry. It's got to be right, and it's got to feel right, and fit is everything in these circumstances, especially if you're working towards making some big transformative changes. You want to, break up with supposed to culture, and you want to be more authentic, and you want to align with who you are and understand who you are and understand your needs. That's big work, and you have to be able to trust the person that you are working with, like, in a really big way. And you want to feel safe immediately, and you'll either know that's happened when we jump on the consultation call, or you'll be like, I don't feel that way, and that's okay too. This is very intuitive, and you have to use your intuition when you're trying to decide if working together is right or not. Another really cool thing is that I only work online, which is something I didn't actually think I was going to do. I thought I was going to do this the very traditional way. I was going to have people in my office work solely with individuals within the Halton Hills area, which is where I live. But obviously I launched my practice like mid-COVID, because why not? Why not launch your practice during a worldwide pandemic? It just makes me more resilient. So I offer all my services online. We meet via Google Meet. If that doesn't work for you, I do have a couple of alternatives as well too. We can find something that suits your needs. This way you have all the flexibility in the world. You don't have to worry about going somewhere or fighting through traffic or getting in your car. You can just be somewhere where you're safe, where you feel good, and we can work together that way. So that's a couple of different ways that we can work together. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, because ultimately has to be a conversation. I mean, for some people, I have had some clients where it's a no-brainer. They're ready, like they want to do it immediately. But for some people, there's questions. And if there's one thing about me, and if you know me, you probably know this, or if you've seen some other video content, you would know this. I'm not going to pressure you into doing anything that you don't want to do. Like, I'm not going to start hitting you with objections, like all this stuff. Like, I just don't fit the mold of that typical salesperson. That's just not for me. It's not who I am. It doesn't sit right with me. I hate it when it happens to me. I don't want to be shamed into buying something or shamed into joining something. I want it to be really natural. And if I have questions and I need a few minutes and I need to discuss with my partner, or I need to, get the funds together, I want that space. And the same too goes for me to you. So you don't have to worry about coming on a call and being like, oh, is she going to shame me into this? Is she going to shame sell me? No, it's got to make sense, and it either will or it won't. But I did want to make this video because it's been a while, and I wanted to put it out there just in case you wanted to know. So with that, I'm going to go. But if you have any questions, again, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to help, to support, and to answer anything you might need more information on. And again, thank you for always being so kind and listening to Felix bark. He's not feeling the greatest today, and he's sitting outside my door with like really sad eyes, so I'm going to let him in now. But with that, I hope you are happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're abundant. And of course, make it a great day. Make it a great day. Make it a great day. And if this is your first video and you're wondering why I'm dancing, it's kind of my shtick. It's what I do. This is part of my personality. It's just simply who I am. Let's get to it.